Hi, everyone. My name is Andrew, and welcome to my legacy presentation. So just a little bit about myself. My name is Andrew. I am a graduating senior at SDSU. I am majoring in biology, and I plan on continuing my education after graduation and become an optometrist. In my free time, I like going on hikes, going to the gym, playing video games, and taking care of this new fish tank that I got. So some of the cultural identities that make me who I am, have a couple. I am Vietnamese. I think being a Vietnamese is a very important part of who I am. It's a big part of my culture, traditions, and community. It's introduced me to a lot of my friends, uh, past and present. And even though it's not perfect, there's a lot of people are, a lot of Vietnamese like adults and stuff are very conservative and stubborn and not very open-minded. So it's not perfect, but it is part of me and I love every part of it. Another thing is I'm an animal lover. My dog Liam is the best. And like I said, I am starting a fish tank, which is super exciting. I also want to get into a lot of other things like snorkeling and diving so I can see all the animals in the ocean. One thing about me is I'm a pretty big social media addict, just like everyone else. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram kind of takes over my life. But I do feel like I'm able to find that balance between finding the benefits without hating myself too much. A lot of people talk about mental health, and social media is definitely a big part of that. I very often go on like social media cleanses and stuff. Another thing that I find a part of my identity is being a home chef. I really like to cook and try new things. I the best part, the best feeling in the world is when I make something for other people to enjoy and they ask for seconds. I think that's just different. As you can see on the left right here, I have a picture of an omelet that I made the other day. Super good. Another thing that I really like to identify as is an artist. I feel like even though I'm not very good at pen and pencil and paper and paint and stuff, I really do like to see the little things that go into art and I'm able to appreciate it. I really like going to museums. Really wanted to go to LACMA before COVID hit, but want to see a whole bunch of different museums. And I did start taking ceramics. I'll talk a little bit about that in the later slide, but I just really love art in general. And then one more thing that I like to identify myself as a gamer. Even though I'm not playing till 3 a.m. playing League of Legends like I was in high school, I still really like watching video games and playing it myself. It's really competitive and it's a different type of challenge that you can't really find elsewhere. It's really unique in that sense that can be take any shape that you wants. Some of my most important identities would, number one, being a pre-optometry student. Right now, as we're all going towards different, a lot of our paths are splitting up. I feel like me being very decisive and choosing the pre-optometry path and following that career is a big part of what makes me me. Career is going to be, you're going to spend more time working than you are like at home or anything like that. So it's a really big part of who you are. And I feel like because I've chosen that path, I'm sort of decisive on it. It's a big part of my identity. I'm also a Buddhist. While I'm not super religious, like I don't go to temple every Sunday or anything like that. I feel like it's really important to me because it's given me so many connections in life and it teaches me a lot about who I am and what makes me happy. It's the whole idea of wellness and that the idea that happiness comes from within. And I feel like that's always a super important lesson to keep in mind. I really like being in control of my own destiny. And then finally, one more thing is I really do consider myself an athlete, even though I don't play any club sports or anything like that. I do feel like being athletic is a pretty big part of who I am. Whenever I get the chance, I want to be out and active, whether it's with friends, exploring nature, going to the gym, like playing basketball or tennis or anything like that. I really like being athletic. It is a lot better than, just sitting at home and doing nothing or watching Netflix or something, to me, at least. Part of my legacy at SDSU was being a member of Focus, which is the pre-optometry organization on campus. It really helps connect people with similar goals as me, and it helps introduce students to professionals. And it's a very small club at school, so I feel like it's a really big important thing that I was a part of it and helping recruit members whenever possible. Another part of my legacy would be being a part of APSA. It's a really good organization that helps introduce a lot of new people, especially freshmen. As soon as they come to campus, they might not know anyone, and it's really easy to be in APSA where you have people that you can instantly hit it right off the bat with. And it's by being a part of it and recruiting new members, it really helped build a community that's going to last for, however many years. Some of the pivotal moments at my time at SDSU would definitely be joining APSA. Helped me meet a lot of new people that I wouldn't have otherwise met. And I think it really opened new doors for me in terms of connections and just seeing parts of San Diego that I wouldn't have even seen before. And probably the biggest thing would be attending therapy. This is a pretty personal topic to me. I've probably only ever told like 3 people outside of this whole class that I've been to therapy before, but I feel like it's a really big, important part of my college journey. It really helped me see the value in myself and not be so down on myself. I was really hesitant at first because I felt like my problems of just being, lonely and kind of in my own head a lot of the time. I feel like that isn't a big enough deal to warrant going to therapy as some of the things that other people might go through. And now I realize that, while my problems aren't comparable to a lot of other people, that doesn't mean that they're any less real. Everyone faces their own problems. And it really took me a while to understand that, like, okay, I'm really in a place where this is what's best for me. And yeah, I really have a problem with putting blame on myself. And I know that that's something I really need to work on if I want to become a better person in general. Finally, the last thing that I think is probably very important too is starting to take ceramics. I really fell in love with ceramics back in high school. And as I was going through this really tough time, my 3rd year, I started going to therapy and stuff. And really ceramics was what, made me feel like I can really come back. I started taking it spring semester of my 3rd year, and I instantly fell back in love with it. As you can see right here on the left is probably the best pot I've ever made, using an art called Sgraffito and underglazes and stuff. It's really beautiful. It turned out, it's right on my shelf over there. But I just really love ceramics. The art and being able to express myself in a medium is really important. And like, it's really helped me change my perspective on my time at SDSU. Before I really honestly hated the school. Like every time I would have to go to campus, I was just dreading it because I wouldn't have anyone to talk to or anything like that. But ever since taking ceramics, it changed my entire outlook. I would wake up on a Tuesday and I'd be like, oh my gosh, yes, I get to go to ceramics today. I get to work on my pot today. And that really changed my entire perspective on school. It was really lighthearted and I just loved it. Unfortunately, COVID did cut my semester short. Otherwise, I definitely would have taken it fall semester my 4th year as well as this semester. So I'm actually an entire year behind in terms of experience that I otherwise would have. But as soon as COVID's over, I definitely plan on joining, ceramic studios and stuff so I can continue this passion. It just makes me really excited to take on the day. I don't know. Some of the things that I've learned from my contributions is the importance of community and friendships. I've learned that a big part, even though I wouldn't say I'm necessarily an extrovert, I don't really like meeting new people all that much. I definitely feel like spending time with other people is what makes me happy. I'd rather be with my friends doing literally anything, just sitting and eating lunch or something, rather than being at home alone playing video games. I feel like friendship and spending time with others is super important, and it's really needed to bring out an important balance in your life. One thing that my time at SDSU has changed my viewpoint on is recognizing how privileged I am. I'm really grateful for the life that my parents have given me, and I never would have known that I was this privileged until I started at SDSU. So for that, I'm going to be forever thankful. But thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope to see you all at graduation. Thank you. Bye.